Now another topic that's really neat is how acupuncture can help with Parkinson's disease. Any of you guys knew that before? We're going to watch a video to see that. Ooh, we have one person, yay! Now we're going to have the whole classroom raise their hands. So this is a 70-year, So this is a 77-year-old patient, and she has been suffering with Parkinson's disease for over 20 years ago, and this is stage 3 Parkinson. And take a look at the movements that she's doing. This is very classic Parkinson's disease for any of you guys who haven't seen it before. This is her first acupuncture treatment. And what they're going to do is scalp acupuncture. So again, it's acupuncture right on the head to stimulate. They also incorporate a bit of exercises to help in the rehabilitation process, as you can tell. So they're testing how she's walking. That's what gait means. And this is after the treatment. And if you take a look, there's no swaying of the arms or bobbing of the head anymore. Oops. I'm going to show you this thing. I want to show you the difference. Do you guys see the difference before treatment and after? How absolutely remarkable that is? So one of the reasons why I love coming here, besides that I'm an alumni of Berkeley, is also because I want to share these amazing things for you guys, because you guys might end up in the healthcare field. You guys might become future doctors, future nurses, future physician's assistants, and now you guys know about something that could really help patients in addition to everything that Western medicine has to offer. And Western medicine is really great when it comes to emergent care. Anything that deals with an emergency, surgeries, all of that stuff, Western medicine is your go-to. And they've even shown this in research studies done by my professor at UCLA. It's like, emergency, fantastic, Western medicine. But there are a lot of patients that have chronic diseases. And for these things, Western medicine doesn't really have a very great answers, and Western medicine needs a little adjunctive care. And acupuncture is really great with helping in these chronic pain, chronic disabilities. And some famous people with Parkinson's disease that you guys may know of includes Michael J. Fox. He is an actor, and he also, he made some really cool movies, don't remember the names. There's Muhammad Ali, there's Pope John Paul II, Neil Diamond, the singer. You're probably too young for that. And Reverend Jesse Jackson, who is an influential civil rights leader. There are lots of people who have this. And you can tell from the video that I showed you earlier that there is a slow movement, that's bradykinesia. Parkinson's disease is a chronic and progressive neurodegenerative disease that affects the middle-aged people and the elderly. And you can tell that she had a resting tremor where she couldn't control her hands and arm. And there was postural instability and myotonia. And she also had cognitive dysfunction. Parkinson's disease people, this is very much, classic signs of it. They also have emotional disorders like apathy, depression, anxiety, and hallucinations. And I mean, who wouldn't be depressed if they were going through this horrible thing? And they also have autonomic nervous dysfunction. And currently what they do is that even with Western medicine treatments, they're still gonna have physical deterioration. And it's gonna lead to severe disability and death. And drugs that are prescribed in a Western medicine model can control the initial symptoms rapidly and effectively. And this is where you reach that honeymoon period where people are like, ooh, I'm feeling better. This is good. Like, maybe my life can get on track. I might be okay with this. But very soon they find out that the effectiveness often decreases and meds are maybe no longer helpful for these advanced stages. And with the anti-Parkinson's disease drugs, they are only offering symptomatic treatments and it cannot delay disease progression. And they have a lot of side effects. And these side effects can aggravate the symptoms. When they look at clinical research studies for acupuncture, they found that acupuncture has significant therapeutic benefits for Parkinson's disease patients. They found it helped reduce those motor and non-motor symptoms like you saw in the video, and it may even help to reduce the dose and the frequency of the Western drugs and alleviate those side effects. And the way that acupuncture works for Parkinson's disease is that it helps reduces mitochondrial dysfunction. It helps with oxidative stress, which is the wrecking ball in your body. It helps with protein aggregation, impaired autophagy. Impaired autophagy is kind of like, imagine a kid is pissed off and you told them, do your homework. Pretend you're a mom or dad for a second here. And like, do your homework, what's wrong with you? And the kid's like, oh, you want homework? Let me show you. Here's a piece of paper that's supposed to be my homework. I'm gonna crumple it up and toss it straight into the trash can. What the hell are you gonna do about that, mom and dad? So, that's the body's impaired autophagy, where it's like you're supposed to fold these proteins in a certain way, and it's all misfolded and it's all crumply. It's like a kid with a temper tantrum. And acupuncture can help with that process. And acupuncture helps with neuroinflammation. So this is a research study showing how acupuncture works. So if you take a look, in patients with Parkinson's disease, they have a lot of what's called alpha-syn aggregation, and that's no good. It's in red. And what happens is they have autophagy dysfunction. That's that kid throwing a temper tantrum, misfolding pieces of paper and saying, I don't care, what are you gonna do about it? And there's a lot of neuroinflammation, oxidative stress, your wrecking ball, and there's apoptosis, where the cells are just like, let's go kill ourselves today. There's no reason to live anymore. And acupuncture is like, hey, stop being so suicidal. Let me help you. Let me help you get to a better, healthier state. So acupuncture actually inhibits that pathway towards apoptosis. It inhibits oxidative stress. It inhibits your neuroinflammation, and it inhibits autophagy dysfunction. And these are some of the biomarkers in the body that they've looked at, and they say this is helping. And they also found that in patients with Parkinson's disease, that a lot of them have, besides neuroinflammation, they have what's called gut microbial dysbiosis. And what that is, imagine your gut bacteria. There's some good ones, there's some ones that we don't really want. Imagine your body isn't regulating it really well, and you're having a lot of the bad bacteria you don't want, and you're having way too low levels of the good bacteria. So in acupuncture, if you take a look at what the studies show, it's actually helping your body regulate its gut bacteria. Isn't that nuts? And that helps with Parkinson's disease.